It's a 2-in-1 special, guys. You're getting a match review and a player's rating on the one video. Why? Because I cannot be bothered to make two. Fucking clinically depressed after watching this 90-minute game of football. So we're just quickly going to go over what happened in the match, and then we'll go through the player ratings, and we'll do what we do, right? And probably I'll be rating the referee a 10. He was Rangers' best player of the day without a shadow of a doubt. But before we get on to that, let's talk about the game. Slow start for the home side. Hibs took the lead through Kevin Nisbet. Nice headed goal. I don't think people are blaming McGregor. I mean, I don't think McGregor could do much about it. The goal was placed well into the corner. You know, Nisbet does what Nisbet does. He scores. So he puts Hibs 1-0 up. And Hibs seemed comfortable, you know, up until about the half an hour mark when Ryan Porteous makes a great challenge, right? He comes in, he wins the ball off a Rebo. No doubt in my mind he wins the ball off a Rebo. And even they think they've won the ball. No one stopped. No, Hibs were on the counter. Hibs were ready to go up and try and launch an attack. And the next minute, the referee blows the whistle, and you can see Porteous, he's fucking annoyed that the referee's blowing the whistle. He doesn't even think it's a free kick. And the next minute, the ref whips out a red card. One of the most bizarre things I've ever seen. What can you put it down to other than either the referee was favouriting Rangers today? It's either favouritism towards the bigger side, which, let's be real, the old firm clubs get all the time. They get the majority of the decisions. It's either that or the referee's incompetent, because that's not a red card, man. It's actually a good challenge. And then I'm hearing all this talk about intent. Intent to snap Aribo's legs. What about the intent to win the ball? And that's what Porteous did. He intended to win the ball, and he won the ball. So therefore, it's a good challenge. It's not a fucking tackle. I mean, it's not a foul, and it's not a red card. So red card, referee, take that card and shove it up your hole, because that's what it belongs up there more than it belongs up in the air, sending off Ryan Porteous. And that's come from a Hearts fan, right? That was never a red card. Hibs were hard done by, and this gave them an hour to hang on against Rangers, and I guess Rangers then obviously got the boost that they needed, because they actually began to play well after this. You know, they turned up, they started creating chances, they put the pressure on Hibs, as you would expect, with having that man advantage. And Hibs, to be fair, you know, they did defend well. They managed to get into half-time, still 1-0. They got 10 minutes into the second half, they were still defending pretty well. And Rangers weren't really creating anything clear-cut. Probably the best chance fell for Balogun in the first half, who had a low shot just past the post. It was close. He was set up by Golson, so the two centre-backs working together. They couldn't work together to stop Kevin Nisbet scoring, but they almost worked together to get Rangers on the score sheet, so I guess it was decent for them. And then Gerrard, obviously, second half, doesn't really see things working. He thinks, you know what, I don't know if we're going to win here. I need to make changes. He makes a change. Kamar Roof comes on, and Roof finds, not the roof of the net, but he finds the back of the net. Not long into the game, it was a lovely cross for Nathan Parson, who was cut in from the right-hand side. He lofted the ball and perfectly for Kamar Roof. I thought it looked, I don't know, initially I thought Roof may have been offside just because he was in so much space, but then when you seen the replay, he was onside by quite a bit, so he just timed his run and no one went away. I mean, it was an easy goal for Roof in the end, but partially an easy goal because of the quality cross from Nathan Parson. And then speaking of quality crosses, it was about 12 minutes of time when Barisic, another cross from the left-hand side this time, he found Morelos, who headed it. This time, the contact not as clean. I think Messi should have done better. Probably should have kept it, if we're being completely honest. But he didn't. It went in the back of the net. And Messi actually pulled off some good saves second half, so I feel a wee bit hard done by that. He's almost, I'm not going to say let the goal in. Of course he didn't let the goal in, but he should have done better in my opinion. He should have stopped it. He did force, he had a great save forced from Hadji earlier. So, Messi did play well, but, you know, unfortunately, when you think of this game, you're going to think of, damn it, that second goal was probably preventable. It was definitely savable, and he didn't. And not a lot happened. I mean, Hibs barely created anything since going down to 10 men. Boyle did make a run into the Rangers half late on. He beat quite a lot of men and actually got into the box, and at times it looks like he had a slight opening to take a shot, but he didn't. He kept taking touches. Then he passed it to Doidge, who hit a cross, and McGregor came, collected. It was comfortable. He comes down with the ball, punts it up. Bakuna was doing trickery. It doesn't really matter. I mean, come on, mate. Try doing trickery when try to do something special and score a goal. This guy's doing all these mad stepovers at the corner flag, and he thinks he's fucking Lionel Messi. I don't think so. Referee blows full-time whistle. Rangers win. Gerrard celebrated this one big time. He was running around celebrating with everyone. And I can kind of understand it because he probably feels like Rangers got away with this one, and quite frankly today they did, because up until the red card they weren't any good. And I mean, I think honestly, I'm not saying Hibs win that game without the red card, but it's hard to see Rangers coming back and scoring 2 goals, because the way they were playing up until Hibs went down to 10 men, you know, they didn't even look like getting one. I'm not saying they wouldn't have got one, but again, you never know. Who's to say Hibs wouldn't have got more than one as well? So, games, cards change games, and that red card definitely changed this game. Right, so there you go. That's your match review. That's what happened. Now we can talk about the player ratings. Now, I actually did have a bit of a difficulty watching this game. I was watching it on VIP League or some shitey, dodgy stream until like the half an hour mark. I decided to sign with the devil, guys. I joined up with Rangers TV and I paid a £9.99p subscription to watch the last half an hour of this game. So I don't really want to talk about the first hour, but again, I guess I kind of have to take the ratings into consideration. So with that said, these are probably not going to be accurate, because, like I said, the stream kept going off, and I didn't see the full game, but I did see the last half an hour, so I can kind of get a good thing. So we'll start with McGregor, right? Didn't have a lot to do apart from the goal. Sorry, should I say that he didn't save? So I mean, what do you really rate McGregor here? I'll give him a 5. I'll just give him a basic 5 because he didn't have much to do. And, he didn't save what mattered. Alright, let's move on to Parson. Going to give Parson a 7. I think he did look good. Especially with his crosses, he always looks like... No, you know what? Does he deserve an 8? Nah, I'm going to give him a 7. But close to an 8. Maybe a 7.5. Who knows? We'll give Parson a 7. Like I said, got the assist. It was good for him. Like I said, he always looked dangerous, and the ball that he played into Kamara's head was great. Goldson, I'll give a 5. Maybe a 4 actually. We'll give Goldson a 4. I thought he was shaky today. Didn't he seem his usual self? Balogun, created chances, thought defended alright. Could have scored a goal himself. We'll give him a 6. Barisic got the assist. Apart from that, I don't think he was up to much, but we'll give him a 6. Alright, the ball in, it was a decent ball in, but I don't think he was that great. Kamara got subbed off. We'll give him a 5. Lundstram, I'll give a 7. He did pretty well. He kind of ran around the pitch today. He kind of dominated in that position there. Aribo, I thought was a bit poor today as well, man. He technically drew the red cards for the referee, but I didn't rate him much today. I think we'll give Aribo a 5. Hadji forced a very good save off Macy. And we'll give Hadji a 6. Wright, we'll give a 5 to Wright. Morelos, he got a goal. We'll get a 6. And Kamara Roof, he basically made an instant impact as soon as he came on. So I think we'll give Kamara Roof a 7 for the subs. And who else came on? Is that it? No, Stephen Davis came on. He didn't, and so did Bakuna. But again, they didn't really have much time to do anything. So I'll give both of them 5s. We'll move on to Hibs then. Hibs, we had Macy. Thought he had a good game, but I said that the goal, a bit disappointing. We'll give him a 6 for pulling off some good saves. Hanlon, I'm going to give a 6. Porteous, I'm giving a 6. I know he got sent off, but it wasn't a red card. Plus, he made a really good challenge, so we're going to keep him with a 6. McGinn, we'll give McGinn a 5. Doige, I thought was poor, gave the ball away in spells. We'll give him a 5. Caden, we'll give a 5. Allen, Doyle, Hayes, I'll give a 6. Newell, we'll give a 5. Boyle, I thought did look dangerous on the counter. We'll give a 6. And Nisbet, the goal scorer, we'll give a 6. Lundstram got man of the match. Personally, I'm going to get to Parson. If it wasn't for his quality cross to begin with, the Rangers don't get back on level terms, and who knows how the game plays out for there. But yeah, I'm going to get Parson. I know Landstrom officially won the man of the match, but I'm giving it to Nathan Parson on Fog Football. If you don't agree with it, then what are you going to do? You know what I mean? Fuck, seriously. Unsubscribe, go ahead, mate. But yeah, we're getting it to Nathan Parson here. Rangers win, stay top of the league, just about. Got Hearts up next. It's going to be another top of the table clash. This kind of feels like boxing, when some guy's a champ and he keeps defending against his mandatory challengers, like number 1 ranked challengers. And it's like Rangers have had to defend their top of the table spot today against Hibs, and then next week they're having to defend it against Hearts. So great for Scottish football. Hopefully the league stays close unless Hearts can run away with it by about 10 million points. But that's it, guys. There's your review. Till next time, peace.